In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to add text to a keychain. You can add text to any type of product or feature that you want. Some text can be more complex where it rounds or it wraps around a feature. Some text can be simple as sticking out or cutting into a feature. For ours, we're going to keep it a little simple as a basic intro project. So I'm going to click on the top face. I'm going to click on Sketch. I'm going to click on the top of my view orientation cube. I'm going to zoom out so that this is a little bit easier for you to see. Next, I'm going to select my text tool. So up on my ribbon, there's a large capital A. It says text. Click on that once. Then I'm going to drag out a text box. Okay, I'm making sure that it fits onto my object. For your project, what you need to do is you need to put your first and last name, or last name. So three options: first and last, first, last. Those are our three options. Okay. Those are three options for now. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my first and last. So I'm going to say Mr. Setzer. Remember, names or titles, we capitalize those. Be proud of your name. Um, Type this correctly. Okay. I am going to highlight this, and I like mine bold, so I'm going to select bold. I could select italic, whatever you want. You can also select what font you would like to use. I like Tino's. I think it's a nice font. Not a huge fan of it italicized, but that's your independent choice. Okay, I'm going to click my green check mark, and it's going to place my text. Holy cow, that's huge, right? Okay, so a couple different things that we can do. We can dimension this. We can come up to dimension, and we can select our top line or our vertical edge, and we can play around with these dimensions and shrink this down so that it fits onto our box. So I'm going to say 2 inches. Okay. If I hit escape, it gets me out of my dimension tool. I can click and I can drag this around. If you accidentally snap it, I believe this is snapped, I'm going to have to say show constraints. There's a vertical constraint here. There should be no other constraints. I should be able to move this more freely. There we go. Just have to select a different line. Okay, so I can drag this around. I can click on this horizontal line to drag it up and down. I can click on this center line to drag it left to right. Okay, so maybe I could play around with this. I could shrink it down a little bit more, but I don't really want to do that because too small and then my words are going to be all smushed and look not very pleasant. So I'm going to right click, select edit text, and then I'm going to change this a little bit. I'm going to actually add, I'm going to hit return and make it so that my name is two-tiered. Okay, so that helped a little bit, but that may have made a little bit of a complication with the height now. So I could redimension this again. You got to play around with this so that it fits. So currently my text is 0.4. I'm going to change it to 0.25. Means I have to get rid of my 2. Okay, so now my text is 1/4 inch. Okay, so again, I clicked on 2, hit delete, and now I can edit that a little bit more. Okay, drag this up, drag it over, kind of place it so that it fits nicely. I can right click, edit text. I could hit a couple spaces behind my last name. So there's a little offset. And there I've placed text onto my keychain. Now, if I just shorten my name and I just use Stetzer, that would be fine. You can use your first name, last name, or first and last name. You can have them above and below. You can have them kind of staggered like I do. That's up to you. But you have to play around with the length and the height of your letters to get them to fit. Remember that these are correlating, meaning that if I have a height, I also have a length. And I need to only have one. So if we want to get rid of this, we just click, or we can right click, and we can say delete sketch entity, and then I could adjust my opposite entity. In the next video, I'll demonstrate how to extrude cut or extrude add to this feature.